Hi guys! So this week is half term week in England, at least for my son's school anyway, but I found myself on Friday afternoon having not even filmed a video yet, so I racked my brains for what would require minimal prep and just be a nice easy video to make for you guys tonight, and I've decided to show you through my jewellery box. I know it's not going to be super interesting for some of you, but I hope that for some of you it will be kind of cool to see all the pieces that I have. I don't have a whole bunch of jewellery, but I have some, and I thought I would just share with you the stories behind each little thing. So starting with the box itself, I've actually invested in this because it's such a good jewellery box. It's by a company called Stackers, and everything is sold separately, so they come in a bunch of sizes, bunch of colours, and each compartment, as you can see, easily just detaches from one another, so you can decide what kind of organisational compartments you want inside each piece, whether you want it for watches, rings, charms, all different, but you'll see when I open it up. So this is like the mini size, I think. You can get them really super big, but I wanted to stack upwards instead of outwards to save on space on my shelf. So, if you have ever wanted to see what is inside the jewellery box of a serial killer, I'm going to show you. Because I sent a picture of this to my mum, and she immediately texted me and said, that looks like a serial killer's jewellery box because it is so organised. So let me show you. We just open that. I think, oh my goodness, you can see Cheshire Cat on my top. That's so funny. So let's flip it open if Binks is going to let me. Excuse me, Binks. So this is the top shelf, and you can see what I mean about how organised it is. It kind of pains me slightly that I'm going to be uprooting all of this to show you, but I'll just make sure I put it back exactly as it was. So like I said, every piece has a little kind of story behind it, but I actually really do not wear jewellery. I wear earrings if I'm going out, like if I have makeup on, and I wear my ring, but I really do not wear necklaces. I used to at my job. I used to wear a necklace pretty much all the time, but this is kind of the jewellery graveyard where all my jewellery comes to die. But I can't part with any of it because I love every single piece so much. So let me start by showing you the earrings when this big truck has finished going by. So I really like tiny, tiny, tiny jewellery, like really dainty, really understated. I don't like anything that's big at all. So these are my studs that I used to wear all the time, and then I decided they were a little bit too big, and I started wearing these. These are my current ones that I wear. They're just teeny, teeny, tiny. You can see how big they are compared to my nail size. They're just like a trio of crystals, and I bought them in silver and then in like a rose gold type, not real rose gold obviously, just the shade of it. These are actually really cute. These are cat paw prints, and you can see the little paw pad and the toe beans. I love these so much. They're just a little bit too big. I feel like when I wear them, like my specific style, it just doesn't go. They're a little bit too big, but I can't bear to part with them because they're cat paw prints. I did wear these teardrop shaped earrings for a while. I went through like a phase of really loving these, but again I just thought they might be a little bit too big. These are so cool. Look at these. It's a tiny Spider-Man. I bought these from Pandora, from the Marvel collection in Pandora, and it was right before we were going to go to Disneyland because I thought I could wear these in Avengers Campus, because like I said on my last video, I'm so good at the web shooting game. Like I just absolutely wiped the floor with everybody. The only game that I have ever won pretty much. So I do wear those in the Avengers Campus, and I absolutely love them. They were a little birthday present to myself actually. Oop, sorry, I just knocked the camera. So It looks crazy, but I actually have 3 engagement rings. Let me tell you the story anyway before. So this one here in the middle is my mother's engagement ring from my dad. I don't know why I said mother, my mum. So basically, before I was born, my mum and dad were engaged, and this was their little ring. And I think it is so sweet because it is the tiniest diamond that I've ever seen. It's in like yellow gold, but they were like pretty poor, I think. So it's nothing extravagant, and I absolutely love that. I love how small and dainty it is, and it just looks really vintage looking. But my parents split up when I was about 5 years old, so my mum ended up giving me the ring, and I would wear it. It doesn't fit me anymore because my fingers are so much fatter than they used to be, so I'll just put it on my pinky finger. But I used to wear it as kind of like on my engagement finger, but just as a nice kind of thing to wear. Just because I liked the ring. But I always thought if I had a daughter I'd pass it down. I do have a son-in-law who's got like a long-term lovely girlfriend who we really love, but the problem is that I feel like when you hand down a family ring, it's not like an heirloom, because you know they might feel obliged to wear it or like it, whereas I think if I was getting engaged I would really want to like have my own style of ring, but it just depends. Like I don't want to push that onto anybody, but at the same time I was like, oh my goodness, how nice would it be if like my daughter-in-law would wear like my mum's ring and things like that. But oh, I forget they know my channel name, but I don't think they watch like my videos religiously or anything. So that's one engagement ring. This is my actual ring. I don't have a wedding band. I'm married, but I just decided I did not need to. We didn't really need to spend another however much it costs to get the matching band, because, like I said, I like understated, and this just looks so cute. It's a rose gold, and the diamond is actually called a chocolate diamond. By a brand called Levion, I think, and it's just surrounded by normal white diamonds, and it just looks so cute. It has a hair on it. Oh my goodness. Nope, that's really in there. So it looks really cute on, and I just figured if I were to get the matching wedding band, one, it would be a little bit more overpowering, and two, what's the point? Like, I'm happy to just wear an engagement band and just know that I'm married. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So that is that ring. And then the third ring here is my engagement ring from when I was engaged to my son's father. We're no longer together, so my husband is my son's stepdad. So this was many years ago, probably about, I don't know, maybe 10, sort of like 12 to 15 years ago, we're thinking. And I picked this one myself. It's like a white gold with the diamond's like slightly on its side, so it's kind of like a diamondish shape as well. And that is all of the middle section. Luckily I don't have to uproot all of those, but so either side I've got bits and pieces. Let's have a look. I feel like that is empty. I think it is actually. Is it? What is it? No, it's not empty. Wait. This is where I made a mistake once before, you guys. I threw away a bag and it had a really expensive piece of jewellery in it, and I thought it was empty, and I've never ever lived it down. Oh, it's just a chain. So this is just a chain ready for like a pendant. So let's put that there. I feel like this may be the same thing. These may be housing my chains. So let me just see. Yeah, that's a chain. Somebody's moving their bin next door, bringing their bin back to the house. I believe this might be empty as well. I think I just kept it in case I wanted to put anything back inside. Pandora box. So this necklace here I got for my birthday. It's from a shop called Fable, like an online store called Fable, and it's a mermaid shell reminiscent of what Ursula wears around her neck, which contains Ariel's voice. And this is when I was going through a phase of really loving mermaid type jewellery. I'm going to tell you something that sounds so weird. You know, you can buy like those mermaid tails for kids usually. There's this website where you can buy like a silicone mermaid tail, or I think the fin is made of silicone, but I think the actual body part is made of like a nylon or something. And you can buy an adult mermaid tail, and I went through a phase of really, really wanting one, and I wanted to go out in the garden and fill up my pool, my paddling pool type thing, like a big kind of paddling pool. Sorry, I can hear people moving the bins. It's very distracting for you guys probably. And I really, really wanted to get a mermaid tail. This went on for like 2 years. I super wanted it. And I never got it because they were like £1,000 or something ridiculous, but I just had visions of me like sipping on a drink in my pool with my mermaid tail, and I have no idea why, but so I got this when I was going through my mermaid phase. It's really detailed, so you can see all the texture to it. It just has like the little clasp. So yeah, that's that. That's probably as big as my jewellery gets because I don't usually wear big pieces, but that does look really nice, that shell. So let's have a look in the two bags here. Okay, so I bought this from Next, and it's just a kind of witchy, you know, stars and moons type piece. What's that word for like stars and moons? I don't know. And it hangs down, so it's kind of like this part is the necklace and this bit just dangles down. So if you've got like a low cut dress or a low cut top, it looks really, really good. It's got nice colours like pinks and blues. Don't know if you can see on there. It's really pretty. Can't really see the main. Sorry, this video is a little bit all over the place, but like I said, I've found myself on Friday afternoon having not made you guys a video yet, and I have the doctor's appointment too at like 2:10, so I'm kind of rushing but trying not to make it stressful for you guys. So let's look in this last bag on the top shelf. This is heavy. Oh, I don't like this necklace. I don't know why I keep this, but so this is a double stacked necklace. Let me just twist it. And it has teals, greens, blues, whites, and they just lay on a double stack like that. Can't really showcase it to you properly because I do not have enough hands, but kind of like that. You see? It looks really pretty. Like every time I go to throw it away, I'm like, no, I'll keep it because it's pretty, but I never wear this ever. And that is the top shelf. So let me close that up and simply take it off. And you can see, move these. Actually, if I leave that there, it looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So this one I bought, it had the insert already in it. It's a very, very thin shaped, like thin rectangular jewellery box, but it has all of the compartments, and this is for charms. So I put some charms in there, but I also put some pendants and just some regular necklaces. So let's see. We've got this little ghost. I think I've shown you this when I did my little haul from Genos. It's that website that looks like it's spelled like Noke or something, but it's pronounced Genos, I think. So I have a little spooky ghost, and I just put him on a pendant. I don't wear it on a bracelet. Then from, I think, the same place, we have a stormtrooper who looks really good. He does kind of lean forward a little bit on a pendant, but he's okay. Then a really cute one. This is from Pandora, and it's a tiny little BB-8. I mean, R2-D2. R2-D2. And on his part where the necklace goes through, there's tiny little stars in like a galaxy effect. Really pretty. Even his arms move, so you can kind of, you know, like that. So again, I use him as a pendant on a necklace. I think he's supposed to be for a bracelet, especially seeing as it's from Pandora, but right. Oh, and across here in the corner, let me just clear my throat. I apologise for that. We have a pink crystal Mickey type necklace, and I bought these from the Disney store before it closed. They were on a really good reduced offer. They were supposed to be something like £25, and they were down to like £6, and they're actual sterling silver as well. So I bought a pink one for me, and I bought an emerald green coloured one for my best friend Kat, and we went to Disney and wore them together. It was so cute. And again, I love it because it is so tiny. Tiny things are just the best in jewellery. These are just what I wear in the top. I have like the top of my ear pierced, and I just, you know, kind of bend them so that they don't poke into my brain. So that's just those. This necklace is the necklace I wear most often. I used to wear it every day at work. It's the eye from, you know, that he wears around his neck in Doctor Strange. I forget the name of it because all my brain wants to say is the Eye of Cthulhu. I know it's like the Eye of begins with an O, I believe. I do actually know it. I'm not just pretending to be a fan. But I can't remember it. And the more I try to remember, the more far away it goes from my brain. But yeah, so it has the little green crystal, and if you flip it, actually has the symbols on the back, the runes. How cool is that? I think that's so awesome for a necklace, and it's total like understated geeky as well. Like you wouldn't know that it was, you wouldn't know what it was unless you knew what you were looking at. This was from Pandora. It's funny, I never discovered Pandora until about 5 years ago. Everyone was obsessed with it, and I kind of thought it was a little bit, I don't know what's the word, but I was just like, I don't think it's my thing. And then I found out they had a Marvel collection and a Star Wars collection, and I was converted to Pandora. So this is just a charm that I put a chain on. I think this is like called a trace chain, like the really simple chains. Next up, we have a pin badge, and I bought this upon the release of The Dark Knight, and it was back when they were doing promotional things for not too expensive. Nowadays you could not find this anywhere, and I mean like nowhere. I had a giant version of it too, like Vote for Harvey Dent, but this is basically from his campaign, from Harvey Dent's campaign to be Mayor of Gotham. So I wear this on my coat, or I used to. I don't so much anymore, but. And finally, the bottom layer, we have, let's have a look. I bought this piece randomly on a whim from a shop called Dragon Realms, which is a beautiful witchy kind of shop that sells lots of crystals, lots of different kind of, it's like apothecary type things. But I saw it randomly, and I just love moons and stars and all that kind of like nighttime, you know, aesthetic. And I also love amethyst. So it's kind of like you just, where they pour on the silver and mold it into shape. And I saw it and just bought it because I loved it, but I knew I probably wouldn't wear it because it's so big. but I want to get a really long chain so that this can just hang down like really far down, like halfway down my top kind of thing. And then I'll probably wear it, but it's so pretty. Look at that. That's so cute. Okay, the next one was a gift, and it's a snowflake, and I got this as a Christmas present. I think it may have been given to me in the run-up to Christmas, because you kind of can only wear it for like a couple of days otherwise, but sorry, it's sitting funny. I wear this on the run-up to Christmas, and it's just really cute. It's hard to find a snowflake that looks pretty like dainty, so I think this just does a really good job of that. And then just a random bow, which again I wear at Christmas kind of time. Just a pendant that I put on a little trace chain. Trace chain? That's hard to say. And it's just a cute little kind of Christmassy. I don't know why it's Christmassy, but it definitely is. Like, it reminds me of Christmas, like the bow on a present or something. And last but not least, I have this necklace here. Has its own chain, and that is a sterling silver cat type face with crystal eyes, crystal nose, and a tiny teardrop shape coming off. This goes really well with the teardrop earrings. Let me just grab one. Oh, that's the wrong one. You can probably see very, very similar. These teardrops are slightly bigger and slightly clearer, less cloudy in colour, but they weren't part of a set, but they would go well together, I think. It'd also probably go well with these. I feel like that would be a good little set to wear. But I must say, I do not wear it. I keep it because I got this from my nan, and she got it from a garden centre, because that's kind of the only place she goes now, is the garden centres, and I really think it's sweet that she picks me up little things for my birthday like this, and they're always cat related because she just knows that I love cat themed things. I definitely went through a phase of wearing it, but I just don't really wear it anymore, but I would never get rid of it, obviously. So that pops back in there. The good thing about these jewellery boxes is even if they get moved, the stuff is not going to get tangled. You're not going to get all your necklaces like knotted together, but also sorry, bear with me a second. Because these are made of like a velvet type thing, it means that they're not going to really tarnish, and they're not like you know when they get oxidized and they go kind of funny colour? That doesn't really happen, so I really like that. So let's move on to the bottom layer. Again, perfectly organised. So this one, I think you have to get this depth if you want to have the little watch cushion in there. I've put bracelets on mine, but it is a watch cushion. Simply because it doesn't really fit. I'm so sorry about clearing my throat. And now you've all woken up. Yeah, so you need to have the really deep ones for that to fit, but let's have a look at the bracelets first. So this one is from Fable, the same place as I got my shell necklace from, and it's little enamel strawberries. They look super juicy. They look so good. And this was a birthday gift, and it feels really summery. It's like a rose gold, so it goes really well with my wedding band, my engagement ring. And yeah, very cute. This one, oh my goodness, this is amazing. So this is from Pandora. It looks like a simple bangle. It's lunchtime. My mind is on bagels. But it's actually Star Wars themed. You can see the sign of the resistance in blue crystals, but only if you really look for it. and then the sign of the Sith over here in red crystals. And if you look really closely, you can see it says, "The Force will be with you always." And if you flip it over, you can see there's two lightsabers. I don't know if it's going to focus because it wants to focus on the ends, but there are two lightsabers as well, just running along the inside of the bangle. And this is so cute. This was from Pandora. I don't think they do a Star Wars collection anymore. If they do, it's super limited, like only a couple of items, but they did a really extensive Star Wars range at one point, and I bought so much of it. But I think to take it off, you kind of, I always forget how you do it. I think you like push it in and then twist. That's doing something, but so yeah, and it's like a sterling silver. So I'm scared to wear this. I actually feel like I would wear this all the time, but I'm so scared because they don't sell it anymore that it's gonna get lost or damaged. But I always feel like I need to just wear the good stuff, otherwise it's gonna be in the jewellery graveyard. So I'm gonna make a point of wearing that. This is probably empty. Yes, this actually, no, it's not. It's not empty. What do we have? Oh, okay, so this was, I wore this when I got married, and I had a Wild West themed wedding, so it's kind of cowboy type effect, and it just says "till death." Really pretty. I like that, and again it's just so dainty as well. I can't believe I forgot that I owned that. So the last 4 items are bracelets and a watch. If I pull out this cushion type thing. So this first one is an ankle chain. It's just like a rose gold teardrop type thing, but I don't really wear it, mainly because I don't wear a lot of dresses and sandals and things. I wear shorts, but I'm kind of like a shorts and pool sliders kind of girl, but I just forget that I own this. Essentially, I would actually wear it, but I just forget. This is a light purple rhinestone bracelet, but it's not really my style, to be honest. When I saw it, I loved it, but tennis bracelets not really my thing. Plus, it's super big. It hangs off me so bad that I feel like it would fall off my arm. But it was a gift, so I'm keeping it. This one is my favourite. So my best friend bought me this when I got married. But because it was a little bit more of an expensive type of gift, it was kind of a birthday present as well. And it's a Mickey and a Minnie, and they're covered in crystals, and then they have a rose gold coloured bow, and they're intertwined, so it's perfect for getting married. I thought that was really sweet, and so I wore that on my wedding day also. And the last item is a watch that stopped at 10 past 10 back in 1839. I don't know, a long time ago. I don't really wear watches, mainly because actually I don't know, probably like tan lines maybe in the summer, because I would never take it off. I'd get like a watch tan line, but mainly like I just don't like taking things on and off. It's such a nice watch though. I mean, it's like a rose gold, so it matches my ring. It's got a sparkly blue dial, so it's very summery, has a beautiful bee. It's by, what does that say? Olivia Burton, London. So I think they do all different colours. I was like torn between loads of different colours of these, and I really liked the glittery blue dial, so that's why I went for this one. So yeah, that is my jewellery box in all its glory. I do apologise for having to keep clearing my throat all the time. I don't know what's up with that. But I hope it's been kind of interesting. I'm really sorry that it's kind of like a rushed last minute type of video, but like I said, it's been so busy over half term. We've had so much to do. So hopefully I can get this uploaded and ready for you tonight. Have a lovely weekend and I'll see you next week.